Hey everybody, it's Melanie coming to you from my special little sunset spot over here. And it's a little bit cloudy, but it was shining earlier, so that was nice. I wanted to get on here and talk to you about the power of manifestation and how I know it works in my life. So way back when, this is a history lesson, 2010, my husband and I got married, and we made many trips to the Outer Banks after getting married and met some friends here. And we traveled to and fro about 10 times over a 2-year period. Really loved it. And we were like, one day we're going to move here. And I was like, how about we make it our 5-year plan? And he's like, all right, let's do it. And that was it. That was like the last mention of it. We moved on with our lives. We moved back to upstate New York. We traveled the country and went to Seattle and lived there for a year and went back to upstate New York and had a kid, had another kid, totally like had forgotten this dream. I never thought it was possible. I went crazy. I went off the walls crazy. I was in the psych ward crazy multiple times, not once, twice, and needed to be in a third time, and there were no beds, so I couldn't go. I mean, shit was real. And let's see. I'm going to share about a journey I had with a car accident in 2015, which there were two, changed my life. They were not my car accidents. They were ones that I happened upon in my driving to and fro to random places. And the one car accident was so severe, I had post-traumatic stress really badly and ended up going off medication with a psychiatrist's approval, who was pro bono because I couldn't work and Chris couldn't work because there was no one to take care of the kids. We were on full government assistance. The psychiatrist from Johns Hopkins did all of my visits pro bono. I would like to pay him back one day with something amazing. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to happen. And changed over my medications to help me get on ones that were going to do more for me. So at that time, I was coming off of a drug called Paxil and going on to lithium Wellbutrin. And then I needed the Adderall to keep me awake because the lithium kept me asleep. Once I was finally stable, in December, I started looking for work. And I quit smoking marijuana so that I could pass a drug test so I could get a job. When I went to take the drug screen, I had been free of marijuana for 30 days, but we caught listeria from contaminated lettuce in a bag during a listeria outbreak, and our whole family had it. And I was sick for 5 days before taking that test, the worst diarrhea of my life, sick. And I took the drug test and it failed. And so that job that I had completely was gone. That company that I was working with, that I'd built rapport with, that I had loved for many years, was completely gone. It was an instant, peace, you can't work for us anymore. And I was like, holy shit. And I had the intention of staying clean and still tested positive. I was so dehydrated. My pee was brown, and I could only pee this much in the cup just to be able to give her the test, which was stupid on my part. I didn't think anything of it, but things happen for a reason, right? And so we're devastated, and I'm like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And he's like, I don't know. And I said, I don't know either, but I guess whatever happens, happens. And I didn't have faith then. I didn't believe in God then. I was very angry. I believed in God before that, but then lost touch, and that's why it was dark and stormy. Because anytime you lose touch with God and the divine and the creator, it becomes that dark and stormy part of your life. But that's because there are dark and stormy times, but it's always better when you're hanging out with God and the creator. So anyways, I was just in a dark place, and I finally was like, you know what, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna let go, and we're gonna figure it out. So I signed up with another company. They were like, cool, we understand you still have to pass the drug test. I said, no problem. I took it. I passed. I was then like, hey, can you submit me for someplace in New York? And she's like, we don't have any contracts. I said, can you submit me for someplace in Connecticut or New Hampshire or wherever? It has to be within 4 hours. No jobs. Nothing. like Pennsylvania, I'll go get like a separate license that I have to pay $300 for a compact state license. Like, get me there. Nope, no jobs in Pennsylvania. Finally, I'm like, well, I've got family down in North Carolina. I can come visit my sister and get a job and just start paying off some bills so that we can like move forward in our lives. So, do you have any jobs in North Carolina? She's like, yeah, there's a place called Nags Head, North Carolina. That's a weird name. And I was like, oh my God, we've wanted to live there. And she's like, really? I said, yeah, we've wanted to live there forever. Like, sign me up. She signs me up. Within 5 hours, I believe I got the phone call, or maybe it was the next morning. I got the phone call, was interviewed, had the job, and we were moving down here 2 weeks later. 2 weeks. That's how fast your life can change for the things that you've been praying for and wanting. The universe just like lays it out when you are meant to and ready to have it. So that is what I know is going to happen this time. Manifesting this farm for Lucky, this sanctuary for my dude who has been there for me. I want to be there for him now. I want to provide for him. And so even though right now it doesn't seem like there's much happening in the process, even though right now it seems like it's uncertain and I don't know where we're going to be or what's going to happen, I just have this faith in knowing that it's all going to turn out exactly the way that it's meant to, when it's meant to happen. And it's all going to align just like the last time and just like every time before that. Every time we've been up against the wall with life circumstances, it's been like, all right, whatever, like, fuck it. There's nothing I can do. I got to stop worrying about it. I just got to move forward and it's going to happen when it's meant to. And poof, like that, it happens. All the stressing, all of the frustration, all of the, oh my God, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I have to go through this again. Any of that shit, like, we moved 13 times in 11 years. That's a lot of moves. We're moving again. I feel it. I know it. I've got a whole freaking tote of my clothes sitting up there today. And I'm like, I don't think I should unpack this because I think we're moving. We took a tote. We packed our stuff instead of in suitcases, which are bulky and take up way too much space. We packed it in a tote and put it on a car carrier on the back of the car. So yeah, that's how we roll. Brewer style. But yeah, I wanted to share that journey with you, share that story to let you guys know that miracles do happen. And by making that change and taking that like leap of faith that it was all going to work out, it all happened right around when we got the tax refund back. Like, everything aligned the way that it needed to get us here. And we've had a really amazing time. And we've been here since 2016. And I don't want to leave here. I love it here. However, like, I don't know where we're going to end up. I had no expectation of like being able to move to Nags Head, North Carolina then. And it just happened. So I have no expectation as to where I'm supposed to go. But I do know for a fact that wherever I end up, it's going to be amazing. Because everywhere I've ended up has been amazing, more amazing, more amazing, more amazing. And so it just has to go up, right? All right. Wishing you guys all an amazing evening. There's the sunset one last time. So pretty. And I'm going to go home, make some rice and beans because we're vegan and that's what we eat. No, I'm just kidding. We eat a lot of other cool stuff, but I had bean soup in the cabinet and I didn't have to make it tonight. Just some 15-minute rice. All right. Wishing you all a wonderful evening. Peace, love, namaste. Adios, guys. Get your pine cones on. These are bunny toys. I just learned that, so they get to play with their pine cones. All right. Adios, guys.